Alright, YouTube. Kontana is finally here. I've had an opportunity to go through and beat the campaign on my Cleef. I haven't done it on my Kina and my Orbia just yet. But because I leveled all three up, I have been kind of alternating who I farm what on. So that's been cool. I didn't mind the story too much. I did pay a little bit more attention this time around and, to see that kind of final conclusion for where the story's going. And now it looks like we might have something more sinister in the works for later, later updates. I'm curious to see where they go now that Kontana's done, and that storyline's all wrapped up and such, right? But yeah, other than that, it's been interesting. We've got a ton of stuff. I've got the patch notes up here, but I think I'm gonna like kind of glance over them as quickly as we can, and I'll post the links down below. I think most importantly though, we do have this, before we jump into things, because I kind of want to show you guys where I've gotten to, but I also want to show you guys right at the start of the video here. There it is. So we have this Summon 1 and Bless 1 Altar Blessing 100% event coming up, right? I will kind of want to go over this quickly first, just so you guys can see what's coming. May 26th, regular maintenance, and it should run until about June 15th maintenance, apparently. It's going to be a 100% chance to get your blessing, plus they're going to give you an item that lets you reset your altar one time as well. So, you should have, I think we'll have like our free altars as well as our reset altar. And I think it says here somewhere that you can also, let's see, in addition, the upcoming exchange event after the maintenance on May 26th, you'll be able to obtain 3 Transcendent Summon Scrolls, 1 Blessing Marble. Yeah. I think it said somewhere here that they might not be resetting the actual blessing too, for when the event starts on the next roller. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. Anyways, I just want to like throw that one out there real quick for you guys, and yeah, I'll show you guys where I'm up to for the actual in-game, right? So like I said, I played through on Cleef. We've got ourselves a new battlefield. I haven't played that much. I want the Sky Stones more. You can see I've got like 19 mil gold right now and 3 million Sky Stones. I actually want the Sky Stones, so I'm kind of waiting. I was hoping that this would be gone by now, but hopefully, I'm not sure how long. I hope it's not like a whole week. I thought it was just going to be the weekend, so I'll have to see, because it is still hot time at the moment. Let's see. Kairos doesn't have anything new. Path of Growth has the new dungeon here, so Temple of Darkness, that you unlock through playing through the campaign. You can see I did beat level 2, and the team I actually beat level 2 with was this one that I'm using right now. So, tips for people that are trying to do this dungeon. When she gets killed the first time, she'll revive with like an attack buff, but you can actually benefit. It's when she's under 20% HP, so you can actually beneficial effect block it. And I just went in there with look at this, right? So I got my Crow, so you can, this is like, use any DPS, right? He's still rocking his 5-star runes, okay? I haven't got him on 6-star runes yet. I'm still rocking my Helia on her old runes as well. So nothing fancy here. These are my forever runes. And then I've still got Zinc, who hasn't been touched since friggin' who knows, right? And you can see here, he's only like Awakened 5. But Zinc here is the MVP. Because before that initial, when she initially dies, before she actually first dies, if you can keep her beneficial effect block, she won't put that revival buff on her, and then she won't revive with that attack buff. You only have to kill her once. I don't have any unrevivable characters, for the unrevived buff, I mean. I do have, Wind Lich for the, like, cannot be revived thing, but you have to kill her with the Lich for that. I think I have another unit as well, but I don't know. They do give us Fire Pioneer now, by the way, in your guard journal or monster story. So he does come, like, Fire Pioneer, as a unit. Let's see. So he does have damage based on enemies' max HP, and he can apply beneficial effect block, and he can also remove beneficial effects if she does get them. You can strip her before she dies, but if she's under 20% HP and you haven't got beneficial effect block on her, if you strip her of her revive, she just like immediately gives it back to herself again, because it's how her passive works. So just something to take note of for the new dungeon, right? I think maybe there was something new in Expedition yet. I can't remember. Oh, we do have hard mode Expedition. I've been doing I've been using Orbia to farm the Spider Queen. Fire Talos and Water Rose is a bit rough for me at the moment. I might be able to do Borbo. I just haven't had the opportunity to try. And Shurekli is also obviously just toxic as always. But yeah, Fire Talos and Wind Arachne seem to be my go-tos right now. I've been doing them on Orbia. I could swap over to her and show you guys. But essentially, I've just been doing other than the Temple of Darkness, which I did on Cleef. I could probably do it on Orbia too, to be fair. I just was trying to see what I can clear on my Cleef first. I've been farming Tiglan's Cave so far on Orbia. Same old tactics. I've just been using like Chloe with Fire Orbia's Burn and Zinc, as well as Sekhmet, right? But Sekhmet you can exchange for whoever. The important ones are Fire Orbia, Chloe for her invincibility / heal, and Zinc, who puts beneficial effect block on. So just anyone, once again, Fire Pioneer, right, is a free kill. For these other ones, I should be able to do Forgotten Earth Shrine because I have my Water Lich built. Laboratory of Madness is just kind of toxic. Lava Cave I could probably do, I just haven't tried it yet. Because I've been trying to get some new, obviously some new 6-star Legend Runes, right, because they're out now. And yeah, let me see here. Show you guys. So I've kind of picked up, like, I keep getting these accuracy ones for my slot 6s. It's kind of annoying. See, really frustrating. There's a defense heroic one. I've got a crit damage one here. I haven't really gotten anything overly important yet. It's a nice attack percent, but the subs are like, oh, why? But yeah, this one here turned out pretty nice. A destroy room with 23% crit rate. So I don't know, I'll have to find who I want to put that on. But yeah, I've got to hook in and farm. I have like 100+ entries. I just haven't used them yet. I haven't had too much time yet. You see 100 entries, so I got a lot of rune farming to do on Orbia after I record this probably. Party dungeon wise right now, we do have, I like how they've like separated things a lot. We've still got our Evolution of Ascension on. Seal, excuse me, you can now battle support like 5 times-ish and you get a rune and some temple coins, so that's nice. For raid and stuff, they have the new Beast Nest raid. And I do like this, right? So the new Kontana update has resolved a lot of issues with the power linkage. Like so for like the upgrading your power enough to get into the raids a lot easier. The new Kontana update with the campaign, this final campaign, is going to make things much easier for that. Especially with this Beast Nest here, you can just get this like 5-star, 2-star, 5-star Awaken, Legendary Gear, whatever you want to call them. That's fine. You also get some, like, battle support wise, you can enter like 3 times a day for Foggy, and you get the horns 2 times a day for the lanterns, as well as obviously coins and stuff for the shop, and then once for Dragon. Dragon seems to be a little bugged at the moment. Some random shield keeps popping. It's like some abnormal shield keeps popping up. I actually haven't cleared Dragon since the update because people keep... I don't know if the shield is actually helping prevent damage to the dragon for a little bit during his phase, but either I haven't been able to get a group that knows how to deal with the seals, or the shield is doing something. Because I've almost cleared it a couple times, but I don't know what's going on exactly. He's just being very buggy. Seems to be like a DPS problem near the end on a couple, and they're not breaking the final, like the third breath seems to not be getting broken fast enough, and I don't know if it's because I keep getting paired with people that have lower DPS than me, or if it's just the abnormal shield that keeps popping up or what, but I haven't needed to farm Dragon for a bit anyway. And I already got my 2 done at the start of the week, so I'll have to see how that goes. But, you know, you get some extra horns there as well, so that's nice. What else? They've changed, like I said, they've changed a lot. We're going to go over the notes in a minute. I just wanted to kind of show you guys where I was at myself and what we've been doing, really. Yeah, I think that's kind of... Oh, we'll go over the quests. Sorry, the quests. So, you know, Act 6 here. You get a ton of gear in here. They also give you some scrolls. Oh, yeah, so... I had 5 LD scrolls, and I summoned a Veramos, by the way, guys. I didn't make a video on it. I was too busy to get the record up, but yeah, I now have a Veramos, which is just wild to me. I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, here's a, you get this, you get a legendary weapon of each element, and at the end of it, they also drop you these, a light weapon and a dark weapon that are heroic quality as well. Once again, 5-star, 2-star awaken, right? So really nice gearing. You get this heroic 5-star, 2-star awaken gear as well while going through the campaign. Some 6-star runes. So definitely more than enough to get you into those raids and start gearing up however you want to gear up, right? Really cool. And they also have some new side quests as well, of course, which once again, they give you some like stuff to get through, help you get through the campaign, stuff for re-rolling, some heroic runes there, even get a bear. I'm going to use that on my costumes, I think. Once again, there's another legendary weapon, and so on and so forth, right? There they are. So there's the wind and the water ones, the fire one in the campaign, and so on and so forth, right? And yeah, where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. So he's level 66. I had enough skill ups to kind of just throw onto him. I just need like 3 more, which I'll get soon. I haven't done my monster journal yet, so my area dungeon. I haven't gone and done the area dungeon for the extra Devilmons, right? Apparently these are all manual. I haven't tried it myself yet, but apparently you have to manual these Kontana ones. But yeah, so there you go. You also get a whole bunch of stuff for Chapter 17 here, and I'm looking forward to it. I do have to go through and finish my farm for the week, so we'll see how that goes. And there's going to be a Transcendent Scroll, which will be great for that Blessing event coming up, right? I actually do kind of like the background for the Kontana stuff as well. So yeah, that's the quick TLDR of where I'm at for it. It's been a very busy week for me, just in general. So it's been a bit rough trying to get back and get everything done. But the good thing about Chronicles is we don't have too much going on right now. They have just kind of released Kontana, just a campaign. There's no new raid just yet. And then I guess once people have been given time to go through the campaign, then they'll be able to, do the raids when they drop and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm assuming we're going to get Marshy, the next update coming up, and then maybe the next raid after that, or in a couple weeks after that. We also do have the Nine-tailed Foxes are here as well. So I haven't dived too deep into their skills and abilities, but apparently they are pretty good. Me personally, I'm just skipping, and I'm going to wait for the maybe I'll talk about units more later on, but for these ones I'm just gonna wait. I kind of really want Dragon Knights. Like I'm just a fan of Dragon Knights from Sky Arena, so personally I feel like I might wait. One of these actually, who was it? I think it was actually the dark one. Was it dark? One of these works. Yeah, here we go. So based on number of harmful effects on the enemy, kind of a Dark Argon, kind of cool. Kamiya here is actually kind of neat. Yeah, but so the Nine-tailed Foxes, great units. They look good for sure. Look at this. Hang on, can I excuse me. There we go. Skill info. So I actually do kind of like the base model, but I definitely like the I'm a big fan of this kind of folklore as well. So these they just look good. Like the Chronicles art team did really good work on here, I think, with how these kind of folk creatures are generally, or folklore creatures are generally kind of portrayed and stuff, right? I think they look great. Especially like how like the fire and the wind one look. They really blow up here. Generally I like the light dark units more often. But yeah, I don't know. I think it, like the wind one really sticks out for me here for some reason, and the fire one just is pretty generic, cool looking, right? But yeah, if you want to summon for them, go for it, guys. I am going to be holding off, and I'm going to be trying to get blessings on my Veramos, and of course, when the Dragon Knight comes, I'll be trying to do that too, and hopefully Dragon shortly after, maybe. I don't know. Apparently Magical Archer that's on the way is also really strong, so we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah. Now, as for the actual... Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys this quickly. As for the actual patch notes, like I said, we're going to glance over them quickly, and then I'll drop them below, because there's a lot in there, guys. Like, there was a lot of changes and stuff. So you can see here, I've got Tiglan's Cave completed. Like I said, I've just been doing Where are we? Oh, this isn't even a column. This is just the one I was farming. But you know, I've just been using where is it? Like Chloe, Sekhmet. Where are you? And Zinc. That's what I've been going in there with, right? And it's worked out alright. I have Chloe on the sync, and lately I've been unlocking Soul Link 1 and 2. I'm not just having a spam the invincibility. So just for a heads up there, it does seem that for the dungeons in Path of Growth, the old teams work fine. You know, all the old videos work fine for getting through like hard 1 and 2. It's just a matter of once you've improved your rune quality, it'll be even easier once again, right? So nothing too much to fuss over if you've been a longer time player. And for the newer players that are coming in, just do yourselves a favor. Farm up some 5-star heroic legend runes on 15 or 14, and then you should be able to move into 1 and 2 pretty easily. You shouldn't have an issue. You might even be able to do 1 or 2 depending on your team setup and which dungeon you're farming. You might be able to jump straight from like 13, 14, straight into this, even from like campaign runes actually. Like, so from the runes you get from doing the campaign, you might be able to just jump straight into hard mode. But however, you do obviously have to clear them at least once before you're allowed to go into the next tier, right? So, you know, maybe I'll cover that a bit more thoroughly a bit later. This video is already 16 minutes long, so I don't want to take too much longer, right? Let's see, where is it? Let's jump into the actual updates, right? So we covered the blessing at the start. So let's close that tab. Now we have 2 parts here. So part 1 is the key updates and events notice, and then part 2 is balance adjusters and issues fix. So I actually thought part 2 was going to be a lot more about like what's next upcoming, but it turns out we don't have to worry too much about that, right? Let me actually just get this auto farming, and now we can focus on this, right? Got a little movement in the background there for you guys. Now, this is obviously for C and EU and Japan. Kontana has been added, very cool. We've got the new quests for the guild dungeons and stuff like that, the guard book and stuff, right? We covered that. We've got new stuff in the profession and crafting, right? So pretty cool. I can show you guys if they want. We've got the new field boss. I haven't actually gone to do the field boss yet. I've just been too busy to keep up with the timetables, right? We have these symbol things that we can now craft. And if we go over to here, let me actually bring up my profession here, and I'll show you guys what these look like. Let me hide that quickly. So these things here, and if you craft one, you craft using these thingamajigs. So once we've obviously hit Summoner Awaken 5 or whatever, right? I'm almost there, actually. I almost can. This thing here can be equipped to your Summoner, I think it was. And they can give various different things. Like I saw one that was like minus cooldown on Summoner skills or something, or minus cooldown on monster skills, minus crit damage for wind monsters. And I've seen a couple people posting theirs, and they've got some neat looking buffs, right? Looks like I forgot to craft my scroll today, so let's just do that quickly. But as you can see here, I'm at 35 for those ones, 50 for that one, and 47 for Energy of Chaos. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't being even with how I farm these, so I'm quite low on these Energy of Harmonies, and now the dungeons, when you actually go to farm them, they actually drop all 3, so you actually can get all 3 of these now. So it is going to be uneven for me from now on until I start crafting some more things, but you can see, it doesn't matter which one you farm now, you'll be able to get all 3 of them. So that is a really nice quality of life change, I feel like. Now, let's just pop this back up again, and we can kind of go over these notes really quickly. We do have the new battlefield, which we mentioned before. This one only drops gold. There's no sky stones, so just be aware of that. I do kind of want to just do sky stones, but hopefully sky stone dungeon appears after rollover, and I can use all my entries. We get more seals and such, and there's some events that happen with it where you can get like wind, water, and fire damage increases as well. Alright, so you see attribute enhancement events there. Obviously 6-star runes are here, so that's great. You can get destroy runes and shield runes. We've got the Nine-Tailed Fox here. The Guard Journal with for Fire Pioneer story is here. Path of Adventure hard mode, which we've talked about. Excuse me, Expedition. So we have like hard level 1 for the Expedition, and there's a new special expedition like Kamari. I haven't had the chance to be able to try it yet. I'm not sure. Let's see, hard ones unlocked upon clearing special difficulty and Temple of Darkness. So we'll have to see when we actually get like Kamari showing up, and you know, look forward to that. Collection Challenge Season 3. What's this? Oh, so this is for like when you open, I think you go to your book. Whoop. Yep, and then Collection Challenge here. So let me just window capture that. So there we go. So you can see like there's some new stuff here for you to get. 18 days left from the filming of this video, and no problem, right? Just once again into your book here, Collection Challenge, and there you go. Get your rewards, alright guys? So don't forget that. That'll be important to get that 5-star Devilmon. Let's see, Masterpiece Cooking, field events. Obviously they've combined some field events, and yeah, just easy to get done now. But it is, again, you have to shop at the right time of day, and I can't be bothered for most of it. Yeah, here's the combining stuff here, right? Distant Sense, Sunlight Herb, and yada yada yada. Fishing contest, fishing faster than life is just fishing together. And you can get some extra rewards like magic dust and stuff, right? Car Mackerel, which was obtained in existing field events, can also be obtained in newly integrated events. So you can get it across all fishing events now, I think, or at least most of them. So that's good, that's important. We have the Rainbow Dungeon Mon, the Rainbow Mon Dungeon on at the moment. So very nice little event for the rewards. You also get these new transmogs for the fairies, I think they are. Yeah, the 3-star fairies, so that'll be cool. These are really nice outfits. It's just, I don't really use the fairies much. Even the fire one, I always feel like, I know most people are like, oh, it's the trio, right? You know, you use Kona with Shannon and the fire fairy, and it's just like, the fire fairy just never did it for me. And even when you look at her skills, I was like, I don't even know why, I don't know why people are using the fire fairy in some of the dungeons and stuff. She turns defense break, she turns like defense up into defense break, but none of the units people are using her on even do defense buff. So it's like, why you even, you've only got the elemental advantage, if that at all. The mechanics aren't being utilized. Just use like Hellier or something instead. You know, it just makes more sense to use Hellier, I think. But that's me. People like her, so, and these outfits do look good. Nine-Tailed Fox transmogs come along with the units. Kind of like their original appearance, more so than these. Let's see. I like the origin appearance can be purchased too. New outfits for the summoners as well. So Kina, these are the Purest Vow. So they're obviously wedding related, right? And Kina's, let me zoom out a bit here. Hopefully you guys can see that a bit easier. So there you go. So there's Kina's one with the skirt. Orbia's one is a little, I feel like she should have been in that whole gown dress thing. I think that would have been cool, seeing Orbia run around the battlefield in a full-on wedding gown, right? And then Cleef, you know, rather than like the pants and shoes, right? So she's got heels, but she's got to wear pants, I guess, so she can move easier in combat. But she's already wearing heels, so you're not going to have an easy time in combat, alright? And then you got Cleef here in his full-on tux, which looks really good. Not big on the hair, but, you know, he looks like a noble. Looks like a cool guy, so that's pretty good. Now, let me zoom back in here, and we can head on down. Herbal Wisdom outfit. Oh, more outfits. Hang on. Let me zoom out here so you guys can see this. There we go. So there they are there. These are the Kontana outfits. They look pretty cool, I feel like. There's the Nine-Tailed Fox again, and this kind of does go into what they do for their skills a little bit, right? Or what they're about. So you can see the fire one, crit res down, crit damage up. Water's support, HP recovery, remove beneficial effects, damage taken down, and spell shield. The wind, electric shock, HP destruction damage, remove immunity, defense down. Light, steals beneficial effects, removes harmful effects, HP recovery, skill cooldown down. And dark does poison and move speed up. Though I feel like Dark, they don't mention the fact that Dark just happens to kind of be Argent-like. So, you know, it is what it is, right? Now, let's see. Fly towards Kontana events. That's just in your event slots. Deployment ceremony, also in the event slots. Content Chronicles event period. Yep, plenty of mystical summons. You just got to summon like 150 scrolls, so I'm not sure when I'll do that. We'll have to see how it goes. Got your Rainbow Mon hunting, that's, you know, associated with the Rainbow Mon dungeon. And you've also got your Arena Surprise Wheel event, so that's nice when you're clearing your arena stuff out, right? New improvements and changes. See battle. Oh yeah, we got the battle signals for in raids, dungeons, battlefield, etc. Attack, rally, dismiss, and danger. You can kind of ping people when you're in a raid and dungeon now. It's kind of neat. It's not too bad. It's got a bit of a cooldown, so people can't just spam it. So that's also nice. Battle stats button has been added. Party dungeon. Newbie rewards have been removed from Rapture and Seal and can only be collected up to 99 times per day in raid. But that is a little confusing. We do have like 99 entries, but they've removed the newbie rewards. So I'm not sure exactly the wording here is. I do have to go do the dungeon. I have to go and farm a seal and see what they mean exactly. But right now it is what it is, right? Number of party dungeon supports is now unlimited. Party dungeon battle support rewards and collection of each follows. So you can see there's like a excuse me. Oh, 5-time entrance, right? Rapture 5-time entrance, Foggy 3-time, White Shadow Castle 2-time, Boiling Waterfall 1-time, which is what I showed you guys earlier when I was showing you my own entries. Elite Raid beginner rewards are adjusted. So you can see here Foggy Prison, equipment crafting ×1 based on chance and 20 coins, 15 and 10 coins. And soon we'll have, I believe we're getting like the Elite Raids or Mythic Raids or something like that soon as well. They're not out yet though. So we have our Blood-Starved Crawler Beast Nest that I showed you guys in the party dungeon that you can do for that gear as well now. So that's nice. The battle support reward for Seal Ruin Temple is improved, 5-star runes to 6-star runes. Galagos Ruins, 3 types of Trace of Research can now be reselected at a certain cost, so that should be fun. Each Galagos Ruin stage will now show a continue button for crystals. I have not been using those. I'm not using crystals when I go to do Galagos Ruins. Yeah. And I don't buy legend runes from the chest, or I don't buy legend runes from the ghost shop either, because it costs like it costs too many gems. It's not worth the cost, I feel like. I don't think it's ever going to be worth the cost either. If it wants like 300 gems for a rune, it's like, it's not worth it, man. Just go farm dungeon. Trial of Ascension hidden room levels will be reduced. That's nice. Challenge Arena. You can now form your attack team or use Quick Battle when continuing from Challenge Arena result. Defense team registration will now change on a seasonal basis. Guard Journal. Mission requirements of chapters 14, 15, 16 have changed. So that's cool. Profession. The following items have been added. Crafting. Okay, yeah, so this is just about the symbol of transcendence, harmony, and chaos stuff, and yada yada yada. Like I said, there's a lot of extra stuff added here. I'll put the patch notes below so you guys can go over them. Herbal Wisdom equipment has been added. Blacksmithing material. Rune view details on off. Store or take out or. Exchange center. The price of certain items in the exchange center has been adjusted. That's fair. Hopefully people use it a bit more often. It's hard to get gear these days on the exchange. Like there's people just aren't posting to the exchange center anymore, and people aren't buying off of it either. So they completely killed the exchange center earlier on. Certain lists in the books. Lizardman Exploration HQ has been improved. I kind of prefer the resend option, but it is what it is. Now it just shows recent stuff. Shop 5-star legend equipment has been added to the subjugation token exchange, so that's nice, right? You can get that 5-star stuff out of the you know, you can get the 5-star stuff just by going into the shop and using your coins after farming subjugation. Let's see, guild assembly manager has been added. You can now summon all your guild members into the guild town, you know, or you can request them to be summoned. Nice for getting guild raid organized, I guess. An option to switch the jump and ride buttons has been added. And an option to remap the controller buttons has been added, so that'll be good. Chat, an option to turn off world chat has finally been added. I even turned off guild chat for making this video. Click on a chat message will now move you to selected tab chat. So it is pretty cool. And other event sources have been added to the transmog source. System message will be displayed if the activation has ended. Icons have been added to the skill slot to make bonus skills recognizable on the skill page. And energy of transcendence, chaos, harmony pieces will now drop regardless of dungeon types in Path of Growth. There you go. So that's the first. Patch note. Again, I'll drop it down below. In this second one, we'll just glance over it quickly. Balance adjustments and issue fixes as part 2. I think the important thing here, or something important here, is that rune set effects have been improved. So like for Foresight and Assemble from 15% to 20% each. So now if you have 3 sets of Foresight runes on, that's an easy 60% evasion right there. And vice versa. Oh, and then the opposite of is obviously Precision is now also 60%. So pretty cool. We've got some effect improvements here. Some AI improvements. So Assassins will now prioritize its attacks on mages, then archers, then supports. So that's pretty neat. Warriors will now prioritize its attacks on Assassins. And archers reduce the incidence of archers intermittently attacking distant enemies instead of ones nearby. So yeah, I don't know. I do kind of prefer archers attacking distant enemies, but it is what it is, right? Apparently move speed up and down effects will no longer be applied to monster AI and movements either, so I don't know exactly if that means that we can't snare monster, the AI monsters anymore, but I'll have to find out the hard way, I guess. Got a couple of skills here for Undyne and Beast Monk. Let's see, official improvements. So Arena damage adjustment, current was 30% damage reduction, and now it's 40% instead, so people are taking less damage. And the Berserk for Arena as well. After 90 to 150 seconds, reduces the recovery received every 20 to 30 seconds respectively. After 90 to 100 seconds, it now, Challenge Arena, continuously reduces the HP recovery amount every 20 seconds and continually increases the damage dealt. Brawl Arena continuously reduces the HP recovery amount every 15 seconds and continuously increases the damage dealt. So that does kind of concern me a bit, because it essentially means that bruisers and tanky supports will have their damage increased over time the longer the fight goes on, which I don't know if I like that change too much. We'll have to see how it goes. But obviously having recovery reduced doesn't prevent shields being abused, and if you can just keep spamming shields and then your tanky supports or bruisers get stronger over time, well, there you go. Well, we'll have to see how that changes things up. Let's see. So we've got a bunch of skill changes and such here. I won't go through all these. I'll just post the link below and you guys can go over it in your own time if you want. But you can see that there's some changes for Kina, Cleef, and Orbia. Or Cleef and Kina, actually. Nothing on Orbia mentioned there. About some skill adjustments, right? Some skill balance adjustments. We've got 5-star Pioneers being changed for all attributes. Fire, Dark, and Wind. Fire and Dark Pioneer as well. Wind Monkey King's got some changes. The Light one as well. A lot of these are buffs, I'm pretty sure. I think the Light one got a nice buff. Occult Girl Wind got a buff. I think Light, yeah, also got a buff. Yeah, okay. I won't go through all these because the video is quite long, but you see Panda Warrior Water also got a buff. Light got a buff, surprisingly, because Light is pretty good. And let's see, Magic Fire Knight got a buff. Valkyrie Light got a really big buff. I've been hearing a lot of things about Valkyrie Light, but I haven't seen one in action. Fire Beetle Knight got a buff. I think Dark Beetle Knight got a buff too. He doesn't get used much. Even Veromos Dark Ifrit got a buff. That's pretty wild. That is, and I've just summoned it, so that'll be cool. Can't wait to kind of try and use it more often. Fire Archangel as well, like from 2 harmful effects to all harmful effects, so more buffs. More buffs. I think these are pretty much all buffs. Apparently the Wind Beastmark is an absolute beast now. Like, he's just insane now, as far as Wind Element goes. Dark Beastmark got a buff. Mermaid Wind got a buff. And then there's a bunch of skill issues that got fixes too, like summon a weapon, switch UI not appearing in the Galagos Ruins, and yada yada yada. So there's just a lot here. I'll post it below, and you guys can sort out on your own time if you want to have a quick extra look rather than, you know, making this video an extra 20 minutes long just reading through all of it one at a time, right? I think we covered everything important. Yeah. I hope you guys... Let's see, let me just close this. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh man, it's been a busy week. Big PP farm time. Essentially, I'm gonna level my Orbeer up a bit more and just go ham on trying to get some 6-star Legend Rage runes now that we can actually, or Rage Blade runes, now that we can start getting them. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. I hope that was hope that one, you know. I'm looking forward to the new content. I hope that was informative, and I hope I was able to give some useful tips at the start there. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.